Hello, and welcome to 20 minutes of yin or gentle stretching with Maddie. Starting on your mats, take a long, good morning stretch. Toes stretch to the front of the mat, fingertips towards the back, getting the spine long. Bend the knees and windshield wiper back and forth. Slow and controlled, feeling into any spots that feel sticky. Bring the knees over to the right with the feet out wide into an easy twist. You can hook the right foot on top of the left knee to drive the left hip up into space a little more. Taking a bind behind the top of the head, interlacing the fingers on top of either elbow, opening the chest, twisting through the center body, and opening through the left hip. Taking long, slow inhale, and on the exhale, unhook the foot, knock the knees into the center, and slowly send the knees out to the left side of the room. Left heel places on top of the right, opening through the top of the right hip, finding the bind. Chest opens to the sky. Breath travels into the hips, into the belly, and then out and down through the legs. Relaxing into the posture, releasing any tension that's living in any part of the body. Slowly bring the knees back into one another, gently knocking them into the center to realign the spine. Then pulling the knees into the chest, give yourself a gentle hug. You can send the knees in a circle, opening up through the low back. I like to take little pelvic tilts. And then rolling over onto the left side, using the bicep as the pillow. Press up and over for the hips to be on the mat, meeting in Sphinx pose. Legs are stretched long, tops of the feet are down. Shoulders are over the elbows, palms are flat. Starting to find small neck circles, dropping the chin to the chest, breathing into the back body, letting the head hang heavy. Keep pressing through the palms, energetically shining the heart forward. Then inhale, send the gaze to the sky, opening up through the throat chakra. Allow the head to drop back as far as it can go. And on the exhale, come back to neutral. Keep the breath in the belly. And then you can slowly walk the fingertips out towards the outer edges of the mat. Press through the palms to straighten the arms, finding seal pose. It's more of an opening in the low back. Breathe into that space. Gaze is directly in front of you for a neutral spine. Inhale, look all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, slowly bring the forehead down to the mat, using your tops of the hands as a pillow and windshield wipering out the legs. Now bending the right knee and grabbing for the top of the right foot, find a quad stretch. Opening through the legs, keeping the upper body heavy. And switch, lengthen the right leg long, bend the left knee into the foot is at the glute. Grab for the top of the left foot. You can use the upper body strength to open up through the quad. Allow the breath to be expansive. Release the foot. Press into a lazy upward dog. And then come into a child's pose. Seat goes back, knees out wide, arms are outstretched long. You can bend at the elbows, take the hands in Anjali Mudra, where the thumbs meet the nape of the neck. Taking this a few times, lengthening the arms and then bending the elbows. You can even walk the elbows out an inch or two to open through the triceps even more. Keep the knees opening wide and the seat bones heavy. With every exhale, keep melting the shoulders closer to the mat. Lengthening the arms long, push up into a tabletop pose and finding a few cat-cows. Inhale as you look towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round at the spine. Allow your breath to guide you. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pressing into a downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Keep the hips driving towards the sky. Find a flow. Bend the elbows, plank, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Starting to find some mobility in the spine here, bending the knees at the lot, ripple forward, and then back again into downward facing dog. Ripple forward to plank, to bear, and downward facing dog. Letting that motion be fluid. Start to tiptoe towards the top of the mat. Dangling, upper body hangs heavy. Head, neck, shoulders fully surrender, folding the body in half. And then sit the seat back and find a Malasana, yogi squat. Knees are out wide. Elbows press into the knees, keeping the chest lifted, spine tall. Weight is in the heels. You can rock back and forth just to find any pops in the heels, loosening up the energy. And settling into stillness, gaze looks out in front of you. Allowing the breath to travel to the hips. Pressing into the palms of the hands. And then on the exhale, drop the hands, forward folds. Toes are slightly in, heels out. Extending the legs. Come on, grabbing for the left ankle, opening through the side body. Traveling to the right side, opening through the right side body. Press the hands in the middle, slightly lift. And traveling to the top of the mat, downward facing dog, sweep the left toes to the sky and find a pigeon on the left side. Left leg is at a number 7, left knee to the left elbow, left heel to the right wrist. Get long in the spine. And look back at the right leg to make sure it's long at 12 o'clock. And then slowly melt down into the sleeping swan position. Upper body is heavy, forehead to the mat. And fully surrender here. Squaring off the hips initially and then just creating space. Feeling the breath opening up through both hips, the shoulders, the glutes, the spine. Keeping a steady 4 count inhale and a 4 count exhale. With every exhale, you might be able to walk the elbows out a little farther, the fingertips. Truly being able to see the space you're creating. The base of the next exhale, walk the fingertips up towards the hips. I'm taking the king pigeon variation where you bend the right knee. Find that quad stretch again, reaching for the back right toes, finding a twist. And then pressing out, sending the left toes back, finding left circles with the left hip. And transitioning to the other side, bending the knees a lot, hips go to the sky, right toes to the ceiling, finding right side hip circles with the knee. And then send the right knee out towards the right wrist, left heel to the left wrist, making a number 7. Fingertips are out by the hips, spine is tall. Look back at the back foot, make sure it's directly behind you. Then on the exhale, slowly melt the body over the top of the right leg. The breath is expansive. Inhale. Exhale, let something go. Asking the body where it's holding tension. If there's anything emotional I can complete in this posture. Sending any stress or strain out of the body and into the earth beneath you. And on the base of the next exhale, slowly start to walk the fingertips in. Reaching around with the left hand, you can grab for the left foot. Finding king pigeon on the left to open up the top of the left leg. It's a nice twist in the center body, opening through the shoulder. Breathing into the top of that left leg. It's a space we tend to hold tightness. Press through the palms and the left toes back, opening up that right hip and flushing out anything that's not needed. Sending the hips towards the sky and then releasing down onto the mat, twisting over. We're going to come into a lying down posture. Bringing the right knee into the right armpit. Wind removing pose on the right side. Use the upper body. Pull the right knee in and then twist. Right knee comes across the body. Right arm is out long. Gaze looks out over the right armpit if the neck allows. And then you can use the left hand to gently just remind that right knee that it can keep melting to the earth beneath you. There's no pulling or straining. In this posture, we're twisting, wringing out any toxins that are living in our gut, our stomach, gallbladder, kidneys. So focusing here on the twist. With every inhale, feel the ribs expand, the belly fill all the way up to the brim. And with every exhale, is there a gentle reminder for the right knee to come closer to the earth? Slowly untwist, bring both knees back to center. Then lengthen the body long for a good morning stretch. We'll take it to the other side. Bring the left knee into the left armpit. Use the bicep strength to squeeze the left knee in and find a restriction in the left hip. And then gently bring the left knee across the body. Right hand can gently stay on the outer thigh. Left arm goes long. Looking out over to the left fingertips. It's okay if the side feels differently than the other. We tend to assume our bodies are meant to be symmetrical. They are not. Keep relaxing into this twist. The breath on a 4 count inhale and potentially 6 count exhale, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. Sending love and kindness to the body, the physical touch permeating that love. And on the exhale, slowly untwisting, squaring off the hips and the spine, pulling the knees into the chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Send the legs to the sky. Just start to shake out the legs, let it be dramatic. Just releasing any stagnant energy, circulating the blood. Good somatic release. You can take the hands into wrists and just calmly beat across the hips and the legs. Settling into stillness, legs up the wall pose, hands are next to the hips. They can also find the bind at the top of the head, grabbing for opposite elbows. The spine is long and it's supported. The base of the glutes are on the mat. Finding happy baby, knees come out wide, armpits inside of the knees. And with happy baby, you're grabbing for either the toes, the outer edge of the feet, or the ankles, wherever the glutes are able to stay glued onto the mat. Stretching through the hip flexors, neck is supported, breath is expansive. With every breath, you might be able to adjust the placement of your hands as you make space in the hips. Releasing happy baby. Taking any final postures to get ready for Shavasana. Taking plow pose here, legs go behind the head, toes touch behind the mat. Elbows are in and the palms are supporting the low spine. There's a slight restriction of the throat, opening through the low back here. Plow isn't in your practice. Feel free to remain in happy baby, extending one leg and then the other. If you are in plow, keep the gaze on the belly button and use the activation of the legs to bring them back up to the ceiling, slowly lowering onto the mat. Knees pull into the chest, ceiling in your practice. Legs go long and fully surrender into final Shavasana. Stay here as long as you need. Thank you for joining me and have the most amazing rest of your day.